Empaths are usually born into narcissistic families, and this means that an empath will be tortured, falsely accused, envied, hated, mocked, scapegoated, and rejected by their families throughout their lifetime. I believe God planned it this way in order to prepare empaths for all of the evil they would have to endure and overcome in this world. The abuse that empaths endure within their families often carries on for 3 generations. However, the abuse cycles may be cut short if an empath gets fed up and decides to break away from their toxic family. Empaths are born with special gifts, knowledge, compassion, unique features, and heightened senses. Because of this, they were constantly targeted and placed under surveillance by evil and jealous-hearted individuals, and this includes their narcissistic family members. Let's break down how an empath is abused by their narcissistic families for 3 generations. In Generation 1, one or both parents are typically a narcissist, so an empath born into this narcissistic dynamic will be abused by one or both parents. In Generation 1, there are typically narcissistic aunts, uncles, and grandparents who will either team up with the narcissistic parents in the abuse, or they'll witness the abuse and say nothing. Meanwhile, the empath's childhood becomes a living nightmare. Also, in Generation 1, one or more siblings is typically a narcissist. An empath's narcissistic siblings will become an extension of their narcissistic parent and will create problems for the empath throughout their lifetime. Sadly, when an empath reaches adulthood, they'll most likely date or marry a narcissist and endure even more abuse because of it. In Generation 2, an empath has a child or children who becomes a narcissist. This can be devastating for an empath. They've already survived every type of abuse imaginable from previous generations, and now they discover the child they birthed and loved so much is a narcissist. A narcissistic child is incapable of loving their empathic parent, and they consistently bring them chaos. In Generation 3, one or more grandchildren becomes a narcissist, and the narcissistic adult child uses the empath's grandchild to punish them for yet another generation. There will be disrespect and disregard based on the lies fed to the grandchild by the empath's narcissistic child, and this is how an empath suffers abuse for 3 generations. As painful as it may be, there are times when you must cut ties with toxic family members in order to find peace. They already know what they've put you through, so it would be a waste of time explaining your reasons for walking away. Many empaths stay in abusive situations because society makes them feel shame for distancing themselves from the abuse. Critics may say things such as, "Blood is thicker than water," but if you are an empath, your narcissistic family members will attack you every chance they get. You may stand a better chance with a hungry bear. Always protect yourself and protect your peace. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.